everyone, my name is Tiffany and this is my channel, Who's Your Handmade. Thank you so much for stopping by today. In today's video, it's another episode of #Friday Sews. If that sounds interesting to you, stick around. If you are new to my channel, welcome. Thank you so much for stopping by today. And if you are already a friend of mine, thank you so much for returning. Thank you for showing up video after video. Thank you for your comments and for your friendship. They mean the world to me. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, subscribe if you have not done so already, and leave a comment down below. This is #Friday Sews. This is a chance for us to catch up on our sewing week. I'm going to chat to you about what I've been sewing this week, and I absolutely love hearing about your sewing projects as well. So leave that down below in the comment section. Love reading your comments, love chatting with you, and love hearing about your projects. So let's get right into my sewing week. So this week, life and sewing have crossed paths a lot. So the life section and the sewing section of this #Friday Sews video is going to kind of intersect here. We did go camping last weekend for the 4th of July holiday. I hope all of you had a wonderful 4th of July if you celebrated. It was an amazing extended long weekend for us. It was so much fun, very relaxing. We got to do whatever we wanted, went shopping and just relaxed at the campground, and then we went to a splash park one day. Amazing. And one of my highlights from the weekend was getting to sew every day we were gone. That was so much fun to just take a little time in the afternoon when Addie was down for her little nap. I was doing some sewing. I talked about this pattern last week. This is the pattern that Addie picked out from my stash. This is Simplicity 9903. These are about 15-inch doll patterns. They're one size, but they're supposed to fit about a 15-inch doll. And Addie does have an American Girl Bitty Baby. She got it for Christmas. And she discovered this pattern in my stash. She was looking through my patterns and she decided that she wanted me to make a few items for her baby doll. So I'm going to share my experiences in the camper with that pattern. But first of all, before I forget, let me talk to you about what I'm wearing. I am wearing a Me Made today. This is the Sew House 7 Remy Raglan. I really like this pattern. I do need to revisit it, make a little adjustments, but I keep wearing this shirt because it's very comfortable. It's not perfect, but I love this fabric so much. It reminds me of ice cream in the summer, so I definitely love wearing this one, and I need to revisit that pattern again. So let's get into this Simplicity pattern. I have put on my label for today that it's not beginner friendly. I am not going to call this pattern a beginner-friendly pattern. If I had a new to sewing person that wanted to start sewing for the first time, try out a pattern for the first time, doll clothes are not something that I would suggest. They are small, so small, the pieces are so small, and they are quite finicky to put together. Now, Addie she almost wanted all of this stuff. So what I was sewing this weekend was the bib, these little undies, I sewed the short sleeved bodysuit, and I sewed these little pants, and they actually have little feet in them as well. And then I made this little hat. So I'm going to share all that with you, and I'm going to share my experiences with it, because like I said, I don't think this is a beginner's pattern. It was fun to put together. It challenged me. It was a perfect project for the camper. I'm in cramped spaces. I'll put some pictures at the end of the video actually of where I was sewing for the most part. Sometimes I was outside. Sometimes I was up in our main bedroom. I used kind of the closet area to set up a little TV tray with my sewing machine and my cutting board. So it worked out that I was doing these small patterns with small pattern pieces and not very much fabric that I needed to work with. But that doesn't mean to say that this was a very easy pattern to sew. So let me just jump right in here and showing you some of my makes. These are the little undies that I made. Now these are fun. This and the bib that I'm getting ready to show you, these were fun and very simple. You're just sewing 2 pieces together and then you turn them right side out and top stitch. They do want you to use hook and loop tape for a lot of this. Now, I don't have a ton of experience with that hook and loop tape. I almost didn't even know what it was. I went to Joann's looking for it and Joann's had none. So we went on to Hobby Lobby and that is the secret resource for hook and loop tape if you're trying to find that. What in the world is a hook and loop tape, Tiffany? It's actually just Velcro. It's Velcro. You saw me take it apart, but it comes on a roll like this. It comes in a yard length for the most part there at Hobby Lobby, and it's quite inexpensive. It was $1.99, $2.99. For the smaller widths, I think it was a little bit more expensive. But I did find this there at Hobby Lobby and they have so many sizes, they have so many colors. It's definitely the resource that you want to be using for your hook and loop tape. Again, it's just Velcro. This is the fuzzy side of the Velcro and the pointy, more rough side of the Velcro is in there as well. That's what they wanted you to use on these projects for the most part for fastenings. So this is the little pair of undies. Here is the bib. Let me just pause right here and tell you that this pattern is an amazing scrap busting pattern. If you have a granddaughter or a daughter who loves baby dolls and you have a lot of scraps laying around, by all means dig into that bin. That's what Addie and I did. I just let her pick out whatever fabric she wanted for these designs. Some of them require knit and some of them require woven. So for the bib and the little undies, they wanted woven. So this is just some flannel. Again, has the hook and loop tape there at the top. I did make 2 pairs of the undies, but I'm getting ready to show you her doll and the little doll has them on. So I'm not going to take apart her outfit for you, but I did make another pair of those. So let me show you Addie's baby doll. I did make this little hat. Now the hat was pretty simple as well. It has a dart in the back of the hat. I think I need to add some little elastic for maybe like a chin strap because I have put this hat on this little baby doll about 1,000,000 times because it keeps sliding off. I think I need to add a little bit of a piece of elastic or something to go under her. But this is Addie's American Girl doll, Alice. She named her Alice because of my dear friend Agatha. Her little girl's name is Alice, although Alice is not that little anymore. She is a preteen. She's growing up into quite the young lady. Alice sent a sweet package to Addie and it touched her so much and she wanted to name her baby doll after Agatha's daughter. So that is the name of our little baby doll here. And this is the outfit that I made for a little Alice here. Like I said, the hat was pretty easy, pretty straightforward. Doesn't stay on very good, so I do need to work on that. These little pants were quite simple to make. They do have little footed pieces at the bottom. That was the most difficult, but I followed the instructions and I was able to work out how to put those on. Definitely not beginner friendly in my opinion. That was something I really had to use a lot of my sewing knowledge and skill on. So those turned out really cute. They have a tiny piece of elastic here at the waistband. But otherwise they don't have any kind of other closure. This fabric you might recognize. I did do a shirt for myself out of this really soft French terry. Purchased it from Olga's Closet and I just had scraps in my bin and Addie loved those. So this outfit needs knit fabrics, the hat, the pants, and the little bodysuit. And let me show you the bodysuit here. This is a short sleeve version of the bodysuit. You have a neckband, you have hook and loop tape going up the back, and actually this requires some elastic here around their little legs, and you use hook and loop tape there in the middle as well. But very cute. Addie loves it. She's very soft and cuddly now. The bodysuit, the short sleeve bodysuit here was definitely the most difficult part of making these clothes for Addie. Had a lot of different techniques for putting the hook and loop tape on the back, on the middle, doing the tiny little elastic on the tiny little leg holes. Definitely challenging, but we made it work, and Addie is so happy with the clothes that I made for her baby doll. I'm sure I'll be getting more orders in the future, but I need to take a break right now from some baby doll clothes. So that was my weekend sewing. Looking ahead to this weekend, I am heading off again to a sewing retreat. We're doing our sewing retreat again like we did in the one in January. We go to a place out of state and stay for the weekend. I am very excited about that. I have all kinds of projects that I'm taking. My July plans, I'm taking all of them. I have cut out the Love Notions classic tee. I had to make a few adjustments to the tee. I just wanted to make sure that it's perfect because I love the fabric that I'm using for that classic tee. So I do want to make sure that I'm getting it right. I did lengthen the front and back by 1 inch. And then for the sleeves, I did want to widen them a little bit with a full bicep adjustment. The measurement for my size was right at my bicep measurement, and I thought maybe I needed a little bit more ease than that for comfort of wearing. So a short sleeve full bicep adjustment was a little tricky, and I went to YouTube to look for tutorials on that. I usually use the Tomcat Stitchery full bicep adjustment. It's a good one. She is showing it on a 3/4 length or a long sleeve piece though, and I had a really hard time finding a short sleeve tutorial for a full bicep adjustment. What I ended up finding, and I'll link this video down below for you. I'm sure all of you are watching Karina from Lifting Pins and Needles. She has a video on a full bicep adjustment, and there is, maybe like a 30-second portion of that video that talks about how to do a short sleeve full bicep adjustment. So like I said, I'll link that video down below for you if you have been wondering how to do that full bicep adjustment. You can definitely refer back to Karina's video. Like I said, it's very short window though, so you're gonna have to pay attention to that video in order to catch that little blurb about short sleeves. The other ladies in attendance will be working on quilts, as most of my friends there in that group and my mother focus on quilting, making quilts. I am going to take a quilt project, but I do want to also work on a lot of projects from my July plans. I've got some skirts I want to make, some culottes, and I also want to make some undies for my little girl. Addie has been doing so good with her potty training. She is, knock on wood, 100% potty trained now, and I want to start making her some handmade undies. I have 2 patterns that I want to take with me. The first one is this Ellie & Mac cami undies and shorts pattern. This comes in sizes 12 months to 14 years, so very wide size range. And then I have this little Lizard King pattern as well. This is the Castella. It is, it looks like you have briefs and boxers. Comes in sizes 12 months to 14 years as well. So really just got a wide variety of projects that I want to take with me. I definitely don't want to run out of projects while I'm there. So that's kind of how life and sewing have intersected for me in the last week here, and it's going to continue doing so as I go to my sewing retreat this weekend. Before I wrap up today, I do want to put a little plug in for Tuesday's video. It was such a fun video going over summer dress patterns that really stuck out to me. I was going through my stash, and these are the ones that jumped out to me. And I asked for viewers' choice votes on which one I should sew up here in the month of July and August. So if you haven't watched that video, if you haven't cast your vote, please go ahead and check out that video. I'll link it down below. There are so many votes coming in. I'm so excited. It's like a surprise. It's a surprise to see what I'll be sewing. So definitely check out that video and vote if you have not done done so already. And I think that's gonna do it for this hashtag Friday Says video. I hope you all have a wonderful weekend. Thank you so much for watching today. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up and leave a comment down below. Let me know what your sewing plans are. What are you working on? I love chatting with you. I will see you in the next video. Take care. Bye-bye.